I know that the fact that there have been so many rug pulls and scams associated with trading bot projects left a stain and left a bad taste in people's mouth. But there exist a few decent ones out there who make decent returns over a long period of time. Now, the thing is, with an approach like this, people have to always understand that this is a long-term play and they shouldn't expect crazy returns on a monthly basis. And they should, keep their expectations in check. There will be dark days, there will be bright days, but at the end of the day, if you are in the green, then that's awesome. All right. So I'm going to bring attention to two gamified projects that leverage trading bots as their main core product, WarFi and WarHaven. All right. So I'm going to discuss them. I'm going to talk about the full setup that they have. I'm going to talk about the breakdown of the entry, the minting price, so on and so forth, and make a small announcement at the end. Before we dig into the setup, first thing you should know is that these two projects, so WarFi and WarHaven, are linked. So WarFi was released first and then WarHaven came after. But there are several gamified aspects to these, and they both leverage two core products that already exist on the market, that have already a history of delivering yield and good results. But anyways, so overall, like I said, starting with WarFi, let's talk about the full setup. All right, starting with WarFi, they do have two sets of NFTs. So the idea is you enter through an NFT, and in the background, you kinda deposited money into your own pool that is traded with and gives you a return. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So the two NFTs that I'm talking about, one is the OG, which is currently sold out according to their white paper. So they tell us that this has been sold out. And the minting of that NFT exists solely to give future returns in their additional products that they're going to release, mainly in the GameFi ecosystem or industry, so to speak. So there will be approximately 10% of that. So they released the first version for people to get in. And then the one that you can enter now is the normal NFT, behind which the trading is happening and the yield is given. All right. So again, you are given a yield based on the state of the trading situation, if the bots are profitable, so on and so forth. Now, I did say that both projects are built on top of products that have already been delivering so far, at least, and they have a history of at least 2 years in the game. I'm talking about a platform called tradingbots.me and 3 commas. So 3 commas is an automated trading platform. Tradingbots.me is a place where you can go have them set up bots for you based on their strategy, and what they do use, they always trade with leverage, 20x. It's always a different bunch of bots specific to specific assets or alts, all right? And their returns thus far is approximately 9% a month, which is quite nice if you ask me. Now, the WarFi NFTs, they do take a performance fee whenever a trade happens. So whenever you go ahead and mint one of their normal NFTs, in the background, the majority of the portion goes into these platform, and then the rest is a performance fee, which we're gonna break down soon enough, all right? And at the end of the day, they give you back some money, and then there's also a performance fee taken from that amount, so on and so forth. Now, the full breakdown, again, I'm gonna get into very soon. And just to put it out there, the WarHaven NFTs have a similar approach. So you mint it, the majority of the money you minted with goes into the trading pool, but it has additional gamified elements to it. And that's the interesting part here, all right? So there are 2 white papers which you can dig into in regards to the full breakdown of all this, but that's the idea. You have something that is in the background trading for you and giving you back money without the hassle of doing all the setup yourself, and that's what we're gonna check as well. So moving a bit forward, let's see the breakdown of all of this, all right? Let's see the gamified aspects of WarHaven as well as why WarFi? Generally speaking. So like I said, you can now get a normal NFT in WarFi, but the majority of that money you're minting with goes into the trading pool, aka 85%, and 15% is technically the minting fee, which is split between the treasury, some money for the team, they call it management fees, I guess it's also marketing, and the bot setup, because you do have to pay to set up those trading bots on the two aforementioned platforms, all right? And you should know that there aren't NFT sets tied with specific price tags for WarFi. You can enter the amount that you like, it's a custom amount, and 15% is gonna be taken out. At the end of the day, when profits is being generated, 19% of those profits will be distributed to the people according to their allocations, and 10% will go to the treasury. So overall, there is about 20% more or less that are entering the treasury for future development, of course. You know the drill. If you want to leverage a service, you have to pay a small amount for it, and that's completely normal. Now, moving forward to the WarHaven NFTs, and they're a bit more interesting, so to speak, but similar setup. So you have a minting fee, 15%, and 85% they go to the trading pool. But the difference here is that the breakdown is a bit different. So there is a treasury for WarHaven, but there's also a small allocation that goes to WarFi, because this came after WarFi, it's a product of WarFi, so some money is kicked back into WarFi. There's management fees and bot setups as well. Now, the main key takeaway here is that there are 4 sets of NFTs here. It's not a customizable amount, but you can mint one of 4. It's 1K, 10K, I think, and then we can double check, but 20 and 100K. So the range is 1 to 100K overall. So it's a setup mintable NFT. You need to have the amount, the exact amount. Now, going back into the profit allocation part, you get 91% versus 90%. So you get 1% extra. It might not be too much, but for a big amount, it would be, all right? And the 9% left is also gonna be broken down between the two treasuries, so WarHaven and WarFi. Now, here's where it gets interesting for WarHaven. WarHaven, like I said, they do have 2 additional gamified aspects to them, is that NFT will be generating approximately between 4 to 7% in a token called Dragon Share. Now, I'm not sure if this has been released yet. I would say yes, but I need to double check that information. But this will allow you to upgrade that NFT later on and get more yield from it, all right? So that's the whole gamified aspect to it. Or you can redeem those tokens for USDC. They say it's pegged 1-to-1, so they won't lose their value over time if people redeem them, all right? So that is the additional aspect, and I'm guessing that those tokens, so the backup of that token is coming mainly from the treasuries itself, all right? I added plural because these 2 projects are intertwined. But I'm sure in the future they will generate more income, so to speak. So overall, the key takeaway here is that no matter which one you enter, at the end of the day, you have an IOU, because the NFT itself is just a visual. It has literally no value, but what has value is the bot that is trading behind it. And if they can keep up on average 9+%, that would be amazing. Now, the question is, why would you do this? So why would you pay 15% to enter this versus just pay the cost fee of setting up the bot yourself? Now, here's the thing. If you go on the website, for example, of tradingbots.me, there are so many prerequisites that you need to be aware of in order to, leverage that service. Not only you have to pay the 3 commas Pro plan, you also have to have these sexes set up for you, the account set up. You also have to take care of the bots and maintain them. So all of these things, all of these additional costs are put together, and you get the headache out of it by paying a bit of money and just enter the app and claim the money from either WarFi or WarHaven. So it saves you time, it saves you effort, it saves you a headache. So it's all about how comfortable you are. If you're somebody who is tech savvy, who wants to go directly to the source, that's good. If you're somebody who doesn't have the time, who just wants the yield and wants to enjoy himself, minting an NFT might be the way. All right, so it depends on your preference, but there are pros and cons in both ways. Now, I'm gonna conclude this video, and again, if you want the full breakdowns overall, if you want the full details of everything that I'm talking about, the white papers have everything, okay? But this was mainly for the TLDR type of video. And at the end, I wanna mention that the DeFi Ascension community is planning a public raise for everyone who wants to participate in this, because we're planning to make a big community wallet, pull up funds for whoever wants to enter, and enter the WarHaven NFTs. So the ones with the extra gamified aspect to them, but the ones that require a specific amount to be minted. Keep that in mind, okay? But that's the plan. There are no extra fees related to this. It's just the fees for WarHaven, so you're not paying anything, an extra management fees, so to speak, and more info will come up soon on this. So if you are somebody who's watching this, who's not on Telegram and wants to join, please join the group anyways, okay? Because this is where this is where everything is gonna roll down. And overall, join our community. We are a bunch of cool people, mature investors, like-minded individuals. If you are somebody who enjoys DeFi and crypto, healthy discussions, of course, with the norms of respect, please join us. It's cool, all right? And with that, see you in the next one. Have a good one.